Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fast Pass with us. Tonight, I'm going to be going through the Higbee Horror Haunt. That was my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi. Welcome. Come in. Come all the way in. This is the story about a woman named Maria. She lived in Mexico. She was married to a beautiful man. They had two beautiful children. They were just a beautiful family. One day, her husband decided he wanted to have a mistress. So, he was gone for days and days and days. Maria was at the river one day playing with her little boys. Her husband pulled up in a horse and carriage. Her children were there. He got out of the carriage. He played with the kids and said nothing to Maria. This made her so angry and she was so jealous. Out of a rage, she picked up her children and she threw them in the river. And before she realized what she did, she looked. She saw her children going down the river. Help me, help me! And they went under the water. They were never to be seen again. To this day, you can still see the spirit of Maria walking up and down the rivers looking for her babies. They call her La Llorona, the weeping woman. She goes into towns, she gets kids, and she drags them to the river to a watery grave. La Llorona.
Here we go.
Are you hungry? A waitress! My next meal is here! Come over here! There, I want a piece! Give me a piece!
Okay, guys, we're here with the creator of the Higbee Horror Haunt and my brother, Jon Scott.
What's up?
So, I just went through. It was really good. And what exactly made you want to get into doing all this stuff?
It all started back in 2007 when we all went on our first haunt trip, as we call them now.
That's right.
We went down south. We did Not Scary Farm and Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. And literally, once we got done with the trip, came back home and it was like, oh man, that'd be so cool to do something. And it wasn't until 2010 when we moved into the new house. We had a really nice setup in the backyard, and it was like, can we set up a haunted house in the backyard? And Dad was like, yeah, okay, with like 11 days to go.
Yeah. Our dad let us put a haunted house in the backyard. I remember on that first trip, too, that we took, that when we were going through, I think it was Freddy Krueger, the Asylum. I just remember you were standing in front of me, and when you're going through these things, you're holding on to the back of like the person in front of you.
Oh yeah.
And we were walking up, and it was playing the Freddy Krueger song, that 1, 2, and then the lightning struck, and it changed color, and was all the different sayings around there, and you just lean back and you go, Jay, I don't think I can make it.
That was just the facade. We didn't even get into the thing. We were
didn't
literally
even go
standing
into
out in front, and I just saw the facade and the light flash, the music, and I'm terrified. Nightmare on Elm Street was always the one that freaked me out. So seeing that facade, hearing the music, I was just like, Jay, I don't know if I can do this, man. I don't know. And you're like, no, dude, you're cool. You're cool. As we keep moving forward, and it's like, Jay, I don't know, man. And you're still just like, no, you got this.
You got this.
And literally, I'm like, I don't know if we can do this. And then I'm walking in, I'm like,
Yep, see? And he harnessed all that fear and
Yes.
created his own maze.
that was the top level. Going through that maze, and there was one point where we were walking through a hallway, and there's like chain link fence, there's like 2 Freddys on the side, they had chains hanging that you're walking through. A Freddy walked in the middle, like right up next to me, sliding his fingers like right into my ear, and that was like the pinnacle of when I got scared, and then ever since then, I'm looking for that high again.
Yep. Before, when you were at the house, you were able to do like properties, like movie properties. But now that you're in the building, you have to come up with more original ideas. Mm-hmm. Now, out of all the areas you've created, which one is your favorite one that you've put together?
Even from the backyard?
Even from the backyard too.
Ooh.
I know.
That's tough.
So
The properties are a lot of fun. Just because it's characters people already know, so it's very fun to bring those characters forward and have them jumping out. But then originals are awesome because you can create something out of the ordinary and it's done the way you want it, so you can't be wrong with the way it looks, so that's a positive. But I don't know, probably for some reason 3 Little Pigs, because it's stood the test of time. That's been around since the house. This is going to be its 6th year, I believe.
All right.
So that's and it still puts out good screams. So very proud of that area.
I was gonna say, actually, I think my 2 favorite areas are we did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre area and the Jeepers Creepers area.
Oh, people still talk about Jeepers Creepers
and
to this day.
I do have to give a special shout out. The first year we did it, I told my brother, I was like, I want to do an Alice in Wonderland area. I wanted to be the Mad Hatter. And I was like, we can do it. And He said no. He goes, it's not scary. 2 years later, there was an Alice in Wonderland area, and it came out awesome. Some of the best props were in that area.
We created a lot of massive props for that, and it really brought it together, and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
If you look around at everything back here, and in the haunt, there are pieces of plywood everywhere. How many pieces of plywood would you estimate are holding this whole structure together?
Probably 220.
220. You heard it here, folks.
We added more, so that's why it's even more.
Do you have any tips or anything that you would give somebody that's just starting a haunted house, or like, you know, wanting to get into this? Like, how would you recommend somebody start doing something like this?
Best way I recommend this to everyone that contacts me, start small. Don't be afraid to start small. Plan really far ahead. I've had people message me in like August going, hey, I want to build a haunted house like yours. And it's like, you should probably be planning for next year. Just because people don't realize how much work goes into this. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we literally just spent hours putting a room together, and you walk through it and it's like, oh, that thing, like, people don't even notice it. But the hours and hours spent is insane. So just literally plan far ahead, get a budget, figure out how much everything's going to cost. This is also very important. When you figure out what themes you want to do, stick with them. Don't change them up, because that happens last minute. You'll be like, oh, you know what, I think I want to do this area instead, and you're just going to keep delaying yourself until it's too late.
When did you start getting everything prepared for your haunt?
I prepared in March. It's usually the best time. That's when I start kind of getting things down on paper, like, okay, this is what I want to add. This is something new. Start trying out plans for it. And then around summertime is usually when I'll start building, getting costumes together, start getting all the research and stuff like that.
So this year is the first year. Boomers, the company, it's pretty well known in California, they've hired you on to do a special Halloween event over there.
Yep.
That's awesome. Are you pretty excited about that?
Yeah, no, we're really excited. Just because that can lead to a lot of cool opportunities.
Yeah.
Kind of doing a haunt in a theme park-esque area is kind of what we've been shooting for.
So what do you got over there right now?
Right now we basically have 2 scare zones,
right.
And what those are, like, sectioned off areas of the park that we themed to particular things. And within those areas we got characters or monsters kind of free roaming, chasing people. And then inside we have a zombie laser tag experience that you can check out as well.
Nice. What are the 2 areas you got over there?
The first area we have is Boomtown. So it's kind of like an old western theme. Basically what it is it's about this town, and they started blasting, mining for gold. And basically all the explosions and everything that they're doing kind of woke up all these monsters out in the west that came flooding into this town. Basically chased everyone out or killed everyone in the town, and so now they've taken over this town.
Nice.
And then the second theme is Carnival, so prepare for some evil clowns running around chasing you. We got chainsaws and sliders and all kinds of cool stuff going on there.
Clowns are always scary. They're always scary.
Always a hit.
So what nights are you open here at hours?
Here we are open. Opening night will be Friday the 13th, and then we have the 14th, which is Saturday. So then it'll be the 20th, 21st, 27th, 28th, and then Halloween night 31st, and it's going to be 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on each of those nights.
Okay, and what about Boomers?
Boomers will be the 20th, 21st, 27th, 28th, and that'll run from 8:30 to midnight.
Okay, and that's a special event, right?
Yeah, it's a special ticketed event, so you can get your tickets. They're pre-selling them now, and or you can go to the park to purchase them. And basically with that, you'll enter in to the park, and you get free access to go-karts, putt-putt, laser tag, everything that they have available, plus our scare zones.
Okay. What's your Twitter handle, and you got Facebook and all that stuff?
Yeah, you can check us out. Facebook, HigbeeHorrorHaunt.com/Facebook. We got at Higbee Haunt for Twitter. And also Instagram. You can check us out on there as well.
All right, great. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go find my wife. She's in here scaring somewhere. So, yeah. Thank you, dude, very much.
Welcome, man. Thank you.
My brother. We'll see you real soon.